Hey lovelies! Welcome back. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Yasmin. Thank you so much for being here. And the fun fact of this video is that I do not like celery. I can't do celery. I'm not the pickiest person, but I can't do celery. I do not want it my way. I'm not even celery juice that is rave about right now, and I will not. No. Celery is a no from me. So for today's video, I decided to do this really cool looking halo eye using a loose pigment from ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. I've had this, and I've also wanted to include products that I bought but I never used, which is actually quite a few. And I do that a lot where I buy a lot of products, whether they're old or new or they're like raved products. I just don't use them. And I just kind of forget that they're there. So I decided to include some of those products in here as well. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to title this video yet. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But I did have some products that I haven't used that I did use today. And I really like the outcome. And I like how the look came out today. And I'm so happy and excited. And I hope you guys are too. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then go ahead and just keep watching. Okay, so I did sit up a little closer towards the camera. I hope it's not too personal. It feels a little personal to me because you're very close to my face, but that's okay because I really want you guys to take a really good look at what I'm going to do with my eyes. So of course not everything is going to be absolutely items that I bought but haven't used, because not every item that I buy that I don't use. That makes sense. So like my eyebrow pencil, I use my same ColourPop Brow Boss, and I also use my Tarte Shape Tape as my concealer today to prime my eyes, because I don't want anything to mess up the eyeshadow look, because I have a new concealer that I'm going to try, but just in case it doesn't work out. Sorry if you hear all the noises in the background. Everybody decided to drive down the street extremely fast and also cut their grass at the same time. So that's what's going on in the background. I'm so sorry about that. But anyways, I do have a new concealer that I do want to try, but I don't know how it's going to work as an eye primer. So I just decided to use my Tarte Shape Tape just to be safe. And I used my ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder as well to set the eyes. So I have that on. I don't have any primer or anything. I'm going to do that after my eyes. So I did want to use these on my eyes today. They are the ColourPop Loose Pigments. They are the collab with Kathleen Lights. And I only got two colors for the pigments because I thought these two colors stood out the most to me. And the two colors that I bought was Water Bearer and the Crab. I'm really looking more into this color for today. I do like this color. It's very beautiful, but I do want to try these. And just a random fact, the things when I watched her video, like, they all look really beautiful, but I like the fact that she said that you can use these on your nails. So that was really cool. I didn't get to do it today, but I will, and I will show you guys when I do have them, like in a future video. I'll show you guys like that I use the pigments on my nails. But I think I am going to use the Crab today. The Crab is so pretty. It's like a periwinkle silver, I don't know, but whoa. But it's so pretty. I love the packaging. It's so adorable. I never worked with a loose pigment before. I do have loose pigments, but I haven't used them. So definitely really excited to use this. So I'm definitely going to use this color. And I think I want to do like a halo eye a little bit. And then I do want to add this as well that I bought but also didn't use. It's the ColourPop Literally Obsessed. And I got the shade Disco Lady, which is just a simple... Let me pop the little stopper out of here so you guys can really take a good look at this. Isn't this really pretty? It's really pretty. It has like different size glitters in it, and I think I want to pop a little bit on top of the lid just for a little pop. I may or may not need it. I don't know. It depends. So I think I talked a lot in this part of the video, and I apologize. Okay, so I think I want to lay down a little bit of a base first. So I think I'm going to go into my Jaclyn Hill palette because it does have a lot of neutral shades that I can just add into the crease, like around this area. I don't have the shade names. I apologize. So I'm just going to point because I don't have the shade names. I'm so sorry. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the shade right here. It's the third shade on the top row here. And I'm just going to take it and put that all over the crease area as my transition. I might add it a little bit onto the lid because it is a halo eye. So, oh, that's not showing up. I need a lot more than that. What is that? Was I talking with that the whole time? How embarrassing. I know this color is very light, but I am starting at the outer corner and bringing it on in and blending inwards and then going back and forth just so I can have that halo effect. Even though it's just a transition, I still want that laid down. I think I want to go in with this other deeper shade right in here and put that in the same spots that I put the other color, just to deepen up the eye area a little more. So again, just going to start outer, inward, blend inward, I'm pretty much trying to avoid the middle part of my eye. And if I do get some on there, I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer anyway, but I just want to make sure the color is evenly dispersed on both sides of my eye. Like for a regular, like if you're doing just a regular, you know, eyeshadow where all the deeper colors on the other side, instead of just putting all the color on one side, I'm trying to also put it on this side for the halo eye. I'm also not winging out this eyeshadow look at all because it is a halo, so I do want it a little more rounded. So just trying to stay inward here. Now that I got a good chunk of the color on there, I think there's a little hair right here and it's like bothering me. Now that that's on there, I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm just going to go over these edges really quick before I move on. It's looking a little harsh here. So now I'm ready to do the halo eye. So I am going to get a little bit of concealer. I'm going to use my same Tarte Shape Tape just in case. And I'm just going to use that same brush I used to carve my eyebrows earlier. So it's just like a little flat little brush right here. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of product. Not too much. Because I don't need too much. And I'm just going to add it right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna pat down these edges with my finger. It's not perfect. And I did rewatch Kathleen's video on her pigments, and she said that they're better when you use a glitter primer or some sort of tacky base. I do have a concealer on, but I do want to add a glitter primer just to make sure that the pigments stay on there. And also she says that they go on better wet, and she did show swatches of them dry and wet, and this one does look really amazing when it's wet. So I'm going to wet it as well, but first I'm going to add the glitter primer. Okay, I'm going to do one eye at a time just in case. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that glitter primer on my finger here. I'm going to use my ring finger just a wee bit, and then add a little bit of that. Sorry if you can't see the same spot that I added concealer. I'm going to take some product onto my brush here. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. And then I'm going to spray. I have a little bit of the pigment onto this little flat shader brush, and I'm going to use my Morphe Continue Setting Mist and just spray a little bit. You can use whatever mist that you have. There you go. That's wet. And then place it on there. Hopefully this works out because I never used the pigment before. Oh my god, I could just imagine how pretty this would look on the nails. So pretty. Alright, now I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. This is so freaking gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even think the camera is catching how beautiful it is. Like, ugh, the way the light is hitting it right now, and I could just imagine it in the sun with the, oh my. Okay, so now I think I'm going to add a little more color towards the outer corners here around the halo eye. I'm going to go back in with a smaller blending brush this time and go in with that deeper shade again and just put that on the outer. Just kind of blend this a little more. I really, really like how this is looking so far. Like, I'm really excited. And I haven't been excited about, like, doing a makeup look in so long, so very happy about that. Also, really random, I wore a different color shirt. I knew I wanted to do a blue theme, but I feel like you guys always point the fact out that my shirt always matches my makeup look. I don't know why, I just feel like I have to, but this time I'm like, I'm just gonna wear a different color shirt and just see what happens. So, or pink today. Pink with a blue eye. It's fine. So now I'm going to finish up the top of my, well, my eyes. Not the lower lash line just yet, but the top of my eyes. And I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop Voluminous mascara in the shade Black. This is such an amazing mascara. It's so good. So I'm gonna pop this on my top lashes, not my lower lashes just yet. And then for my lashes, I'm gonna pop some on. I'm gonna use the Flutter lashes in this shade, in the style Captivating. Oh, these were the lashes that I was wearing in my last video for my 5 favorites for February. These lashes are so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful lashes. They look really intense in the packaging. Like, I was so scared when I got them in. I was like, oh, these look a little different. But when I popped them on, they look so gorgeous. So I'm going to pop those on, and then we will do the face when I come back. Alright, so lashes are on. I really like these lashes because I like how the lash band makes it look like I lined my eyes, but I really didn't. So I actually didn't line my eyes and it looks like I did. So it's pretty cool. And my cat is scratching the door. Sorry if you hear that, but I can't let her in because then she's going to jump all over the place. Now I'm going to go in with some primer, and the primer that I bought but never actually used, and it's actually pretty new, and I haven't used it. And it's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I haven't used it. I think I used it one time, but I didn't really see a difference. Maybe I didn't use enough of it. So I did use a little bit, and my brother also got into it. So I'm going to try this out again and see how I like it. I don't know how I felt about it the first time. I didn't really see much of a pore filling effect. I saw more in my other primer that it blurred and really filled in my pores, but we'll just have to see. So I'm just going to pop this on and see how this works. I don't feel like it did anything. These pores still look pretty large. I don't think I did anything. I just think it just added some shine on those parts of my face, which is not good at all. It does say to let it dry for a few seconds, for a few seconds before moving on with the rest of my face routine. So I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and then I'll go in with foundation. I think it filled in my pores a little tiny bit, but honestly, it's not even a huge difference in my opinion. I definitely would rather keep using my same primer, and this one's just not, it's not my favorite, so. And I'm gonna have to go out in public like this, so I'm not very excited about that, so. Sorry if you guys can hear my stomach. I still haven't eaten anything today because I just woke up and showered and started filming. So, I'm a little hungry, but I'll be fine. I'm almost done. I say that, but I'm actually not almost done because I haven't done my face at all yet. So I'm just going to go with my regular primer. This is the Master Prime Face Studio, and it's the Blur and Redness Control Pigment. Some of you have asked me what primer I use because usually my skin looks very smooth, and this is why. This is a great primer. It really blurs and smooths everything out. I'm just going to put this over top of that. That already looks like 100 times better using my same primer. Okie dokie. So now for foundation, I bought this because it was new at the time and I never used it. And it is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Breathable Long Wear Foundation. And I have the shade 200, which is soft beige. And I don't even know if this is my color still. It should be. It should be fine. But I haven't used this, and I've heard mixed reviews about this, so I'm hoping it doesn't look bad because I am going to go out in public after this. So if you guys live where I live and you see me with this eye look and you see my foundation looks like shit, just in case, it wasn't my fault. Ooh, it's very liquidy and it has a weird applicator. That's kind of odd, isn't it? I've never seen an applicator like this. So I'm just going to apply some on my face and blend out with my beauty blender. I usually use like a drugstore blender, but I just decided to use my beauty blender today. It looks like it should be my color. I'm just going to add some and I'm going to blend it out and see how that looks. It smells like, has a really like clean, like soapy scent. I think of soap when I smell this. That's weird. It's not clinging onto that dry patch that I usually have on my nose, so that's good. Actually, I don't mind the smell. It smells really good, actually. It smells very clean. I like it. Does not look bad. It's not a lot of coverage, so maybe if I build up the coverage, add a little more right there. I'm not sure how the coverage would look like with a brush. I'm usually a sponge type of gal. I know brushes are a lot faster too, but I'm mostly a sponge person, and so far with the sponge, it looks pretty good. So this is the foundation all applied. I think it looks very pretty. It looks very natural. It does have, like, I would say light to medium coverage on me anyway, because I can still see my freckles peeking through on both sides. So it doesn't look bad. It looks very pretty, very natural. It looks very dewy also, which I'm not the biggest fan of dewy, but it doesn't look bad on my skin. Like, it looks pretty good. So now for concealer, I'm also going to go in with their with the Rimmel Lasting Breathable Concealer, and it's supposed to be a lightweight medium coverage concealer, which is kind of odd because I don't really like medium coverage. Whenever I want a concealer, I need like full coverage. So I'm just going to try it out. I never actually tried this. I don't think I did, or if I did, I don't remember. I don't know if you guys have tried this. Just let me know if you have. But yeah, so I have the shade 200 Light. So it looks like I tried this already, but I don't remember. I don't recall. That's what happens sometimes. Let me squeeze them out. Hopefully this covers. I don't know if that was a lot or a little bit, but we'll see. It doesn't look bad, but it's not my thing. Like, I'm very picky with concealer. That's why I always stuck with the Tarte Shape Tape, because I'm so picky. Like, I could still see a little bit of my darkness peeking through in the inner corner. So I think I'm gonna grab my Shape Tape and just add it in that inner corner where I still see a little bit of darkness and blend that in there. So now for powder, I don't have a new powder that I haven't tried yet, so I'm just gonna keep using my ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder and just pop that all over the face real quick. So now that my face is all powdered, I did set my powder a little bit with the Morphe setting spray. So now that that's dried down, I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. And I haven't bought a bronzer in a very long time because I've been stuck using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. I love this bronzer so much, it's so pretty. But I also wanted to try the Wet n Wild bronzers, and I also want to try the new Maybelline bronzers, because I remember doing my full face of Maybelline, I could not find a freaking bronzer, and it pissed me off very, very much because I tried to find a bronzer so bad. But now they have bronzers, so I definitely want to try that in the future. Let me know if you have tried it. So I'm just going to pop this on really quick. And I do have a some blushes that I haven't used that are just in there, and also a highlight that I've used before, but it's just a shade I haven't used. So we'll pop those on as soon as I do my bronzer. So I'm kind of decided between two of my blushes. I have these two here that I think I've gotten in BoxyCharms in the past. So this is the Note Luminous Silk Compact Blusher in the shade Desert Rose. Oh, the little brush came out. I don't think this is a great color for what I'm going for. So I think I might go in with this one. This is the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in the shade Tropical Hues. I really like this one, and it does have a little bit of a glow, and I think this is fine because it's kind of like what we're going for here, because of the foundation is pretty glowy. So I think I'm gonna pop this on. So I'm just gonna use this little flattened little blush brush, and I'm just gonna dip into this blush. Ooh, that's pigment. That is very pigmented. Ooh, way too much, way too much. And just hope for the best here. It does have a little bit of like glow to it. Ooh, that's pretty. That's gonna be really pretty for summer. So pretty. You go in with a very light hand here. I'm just gonna take my sponge and pat this out a little bit because it's a little indents. Now for highlighter, Now for highlighter, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter, and I'm going to take the shade Golden Flower Crown. I don't know if I've used this before. It doesn't look like it has been touched, but it looks like it's been opened. I mean, I'm pretty sure I opened it, maybe swatched it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go in with a very light hand with this because my skin's already very glowy, and I just want a little bit of glow. So I'm going to add that on there. And I'm going to use my same Japanesque little 713 brush that I used for highlighting. Just a little tiny bit, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to take my Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder and clean up underneath here just to sharpen up that contour. I'm just going to take my sponge and grab some product and do that. I'm just going to take another fluffy brush and just sweep away that excess here. Now I'm going to go in with my lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with those two shades that I went in. I'm going back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. And take this little smudge brush here, or shader brush, I'm not exactly sure, and mix the two colors that I used and just put that underneath my lower lash line. And I'm going to try to focus this on the inner and outer portions and leave the bottom portion open so I can add that blue crab color, or the crab pigment. I'm just going to take a small little blending brush and blend underneath here a little bit. I ended up just going for the whole bottom lash line. It's fine. Now I'll be going back into that pigment and add a little bit, just kind of even this out. Does that make sense? Like kind of bring the color down here a little bit. This time I'm just going to dip my brush in here and spray it. I'm not going to use the glitter glue. I feel weird about putting that in my lower lash line. I'm just going to spray it. It definitely could have looked way more intense if I did use the glitter glue. But it's fine because it's my lower lash line, so I don't want to add glitter glue down there. I don't know why, I just feel weird about doing it. But you totally can. If you're recreating this look, you could totally do that. But I don't want to do that. Now for lips, I'm going to go for it with a nude lip. So I'm going to go with my best cocktail for lips ever for nude. And I'm going to use my AOA Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Vibin. And I'm also going to put a gloss on top. I'm going to use the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Unreal, number 64. Favorite ever. So now while my lips are drying, I'm going to go ahead and set my face before I put on bottom lash mascara. For bottom lash mascara, I'm just going to use my ColourPop Volumizing Mascara one more time. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys really did enjoy, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. That lets me know you guys are enjoying my content, and I hope you guys did like the look. I kind of just thought of it on the spot. Well, I kind of thought of it last night. I kind of visualized what it was going to look like, and then today I was just like, I'm just going to do it, and I'm very excited, I love the way it came out. I really do, and I hope you guys did too. Please leave me comments down below what you guys think. Also think about the products that I used today. I definitely need to stop buying products and not using them, but I pretty much liked the blush, the highlight, of course. The pigments are very beautiful. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to use the Glitterly Obsessed. It's okay, I'll just use it next time because I feel like this is perfect. I love the way it came out. The only thing that I don't see myself using very much is the foundation and concealer. The foundation, as it was beautiful, but doesn't give me the coverage that I need. If it just had full coverage but with the same, you know, finish, it would be perfect. But I'm going to stick with my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation for now. And the concealer, of course, I'm very picky with concealers. It just didn't give me the coverage that I wanted, which is fine. But it is a beautiful concealer and foundation. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all of my thoughts. And I just want to thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always coming back and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea. And yeah, and that's everything from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!